welcome to the Cox3.com post-game show. A great South Coast League softball contest between the Dana Hills Dolphins and the San Clemente Tritons. The Dana Hills Dolphins with an 8-6 victory. They led it at one time 4-0. San Clemente came back to take a 6-5 lead. Dana Hills comes back with 3 late runs to win it 8-6 in a very big South Coast League softball game. I am joined by the coach Bill Cunity and the Professor Paul Westfall. And gentlemen, let's first start with you, Coach. And what a contest. Started a little slow, both teams threatened, but then the bats came alive.
Well, all of us here have seen softball games in this county over the years that were 1-0 games and took about 45 minutes to play. Not that pitching has dissipated. The circle's back just a little further, but I'll tell you what, everybody had their hitting shoes on today, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing great strokes at the plate, tremendous defense, but I think the game was so entertaining and showcased a lot of terrific young softball players.
Yeah, Paul, 14 runs in this game, and we saw both sides really in clutch situations get some big hits.
Yeah, it shows you the depth and the talent of this South Coast League. Now Dana Hills with a win goes to 4-1 in league play. San Clemente drops to 1-4, but they're an outstanding 1-4 team in the South Coast League. After falling behind early by big numbers, they came roaring back to actually take the lead, as you mentioned, and they showed me something there, and I hope that they find their way into the playoffs, maybe through a wild card spot or something, because they're going to give somebody a lot of trouble because they've got some talented both hitters and pitchers on this team.
Yeah, the first time they met, it was a 7-5 Dana Hills win, so 12 runs scored in that game and then 14 in this. Well, without any more delay, let's take you to the highlights of this game. We'll start in the second inning when Dana Hills first got on the board. Leadoff hitter Olivia Baltazar gets the 2 RBI single off the glove of the third baseman, and it's 2-0 Dana Hills. It was 4-0 after 2. San Clemente's Kelsey Horton starts the blasting. She goes deep to center. That rolls to the fence. It's 4-1 on the inside the park home run. Nice slide. Not the easiest one. A little painful for Horton. Then Lauren Kane triples down the left field line. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. Lauren Brisky will score, and San Clemente cuts the lead in half. It's 4-2. Bottom of the third, Danny Ingram with a leadoff down the line. This one's going to roll for a while too, and she will come all the way around. Another inside the Parker, and it's 5-2 Dana Hills. Well, San Clemente, they're not done. Top of the fourth, Skylar Stevens to right. They love that part of the field. Parker has a little trouble with it, and guess what? Stevens, as 2 runs will score. Sierra Garrett, Stevens, it's 5-4 San Clemente down by just 1. Then with Courtney Cannon, Kelsey Horton again goes deep to center field. That will tie it. And Horton would score on an error to give San Clemente a 6-5 lead. Baltasar again for Dana Hills in the bottom of the fourth, goes to right. It drops in, scoring Haklatubi from second. And that tied the game at 6. With 2 outs, Maddie Killebrew with her first hit of the game. This one to left, Baltazar scores, and it's 7-6 Dana Hills. Lauren Cassidy on in relief for Dana Hills for Olivia Baltazar. She sets down 7 Tritons. Here's the final out of the inning. Tago over to first to get Sawal, and that will do it as the Dana Hills Dolphins, we see the stars, they win it 8-6. What performances we saw today, Paul?
Well, I'll tell you, for San Clemente, I thought the best player on the field with a lot of really good players, though. I thought that Kelsey Horton was outstanding. She not only had a terrific hitting afternoon, but she was tremendous in the field as well. That's a player to watch next year for being one of the best in the county, if not one of the best in Southern California.
And I thought the pitching duo of Baltazar and Cassidy did a great job. They're slightly different in their release points, and talking to the coaching staff, they'll use them as far as they can go, but they'll switch them up too, just for a change of pace, and it really worked today. Cassidy did a great job coming in late and shutting the Tritons down.
Yeah, Baltazar, good job in the circle to start the game. She was the busiest player out there, pitching, and then the 2-for-3 day with the single, triple, and 3 runs batted in, helping her team to an 8-6 victory. Well, gentlemen, where do we go from here? The South Coast League becomes very interesting. Again, Dana Hills now 4-1. San Clemente drops to 1-4, but there's still 3 more games for these teams to play.
Well, I think San Clemente is a playoff caliber team. You saw how close they were in their 2 games against Dana Hills. What you saw with Dana Hills is a team that could score against anybody. Their game against Mission is going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
And I think after next week, what you're going to find is this team's going to have 4 representatives in the playoffs.
No, I think that's exactly right. I think they're very well deserving. When Dana played Mission the first time around, although it was an 8-1 final, it was 2-1 after 5, and then those bats for Mission came alive. After all, the Diablos are indeed the best team in the country. So if somehow Dana finishes second, I think that will ensure them a home playoff game in the first round, which is really important. And I can't imagine CIF not taking 4, the 3 automatic bids and a wild card from this really difficult South Coast League.
Yeah, one of the best in Orange County. Once again, the Dana Hills Dolphins win it by a score of 8-6 over the San Clemente Tritons. For the coach, Bill Cunity, and for the professor, Paul Westfall, thank you very much for watching the Cox3.com post-game show.